What is up? What is up? What is up? This is George Cortright, and I am back again.
Again.
I put everything out there for the most part. Let you guys know. Let you know me. Of course, we had a hiatus, so took some time off from doing the show to try to get the sound right. Trials and errors, and as a matter of fact, we had a show, week 11. This is week 12. A week 11 show that I hadn't put out yet because the sound still wasn't right. I'm still trying to work on it. So I got my man here. Talk.
My name is Aaron Atkins. I've been on the show a couple times now, and I'm glad you have me back, man.
So had him come in because it's that time of the year where there's certain things we need to talk about. And we just did a whole hour and 6 minutes, and then I realized my sound was still fucked up. User error. Hour and 6 minutes. We already did that shit, but ain't no sound. So we're gonna do it again. I see that. I haven't seen this fucking bar right here.
Yeah,
it's like it wasn't going up. I was like, why is this not? I didn't figure it out. But now we was like halfway done.
Yeah,
we was going in. Good.
Like you guys don't even know we were going in.
Man, you don't even know.
Like
it's just straight up no sound because I didn't turn the fucking master sound up and. Whatever.
You're gonna have to have me over another week then, so that we could do a big show like that.
We will do a big show. So
Mad Week Extravaganza.
A Mad Week Extravaganza. That's what this was gonna be.
Yeah.
I got all this stuff, but we're gonna condense it down. I don't want to take too much of your time. Oh. And then we already hit umpteen points on umpteen things. So this is just gonna be a actual factual type show. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for supporting me. I appreciate everything.
Word.
So hey, here we go. Let's see what the fuck. Oh, talked about the Preakness horse races. That's why I did hang out with some friends for the horse races. Preakness, Justify. That fucking horse won. The same horse that won the Kentucky Derby won the Preakness. Bet on that.
That makes betting odds really, really like minuscule if you're trying to bet for that horse, though, right?
Yeah.
It's won the first two already.
He won the first two, so therefore the odds are going to be very low. You're going to have to time in with another motherfucker if you going to try to get some money out of it.
He's a heavy favorite right now.
I didn't put too much money out there this time because it just wasn't worth it. Wasn't worth it. They had this bet in Vegas that if you paid like $100, you'd win like $300 if the motherfucker did not win. I almost did it. It's like you telling me it's one horse against eight, and any other eight horses could have fucking won.
You would have won $300.
You won $300. I almost took it. Well, I was like, nah.
Yeah, and then look what happened.
And the motherfucker won. So I would have been out $100.
Yep.
But anyways, that is one of the things I did this weekend. What the fuck else did I do? Just kicked it with some friends and family. Friends. And just had a good time. What have you been up to?
Man, I had parted ways with my job a while ago, and so I've been Lyft driving.
Yes.
And that has been pretty lucrative, man. Like,
yes.
You go out driving like on a Thursday, Friday. Thursday's all right, but Friday, Saturday, and some Sundays.
Yeah, the Friday, Saturday night,
dude, man,
make that
like
bank
crazy. Like you can start like I say like midday. I want to say around like noon, 2 o'clock. And if you drive
on like, Saturday,
if you drive like on a Friday or Saturday, you drive all the way until like maybe 3 or 4 in the morning. That's straight cheddar, dude. That's super money because you're just out there, like you're just picking up people, and these people are trying to go out and have a good time and everything, and they ain't trying to deal with these cops to get DUIs.
Exactly.
They'd rather pay the couple bucks to get a lift than pay the $10,000 for that DUI that they're gonna have to pay for, plus interlock and all that shit. It's nice, man. I just don't like, some people just be sloppy though. sloppy as fuck.
Like what?
Oh man, I had a okay.
Just the stank asses.
Well, I mean,
in
like
the seats.
There's that, but
hard and boogers and shit.
No boogers.
Oh, all right. That'd be nasty as motherfucker.
There's only been an incident of barfing once that was really bad. Yeah, man.
They did it in your car?
In my car. This bitch, she must have been 65 years old, bro.
65 years?
Yes, with
Just
her
drunk?
old ass husband. They were drunk because she was out partying on her birthday, like she was 24 years old or some shit. And she had this cup with her, and I was like, is she gonna be all right? Like she seems like not feeling too well. She ain't gonna throw
some drink,
some water.
Right.
He was like, yeah, she's fine. Like, we just need to get home so that I can take care of her, all that stuff. I was like, all right, man, but I don't want anybody making a mess of my car. This is my livelihood right now, right? This bitch throws up in the cup. He splashes it all down the side of like the door panel on my car, like all that shit.
What's the penalty? Like $250?
Yeah, somewhere around there. And the husband was like, please don't hit me with the penalty. I'll clean your car, like all this other shit. Dude, I sat there and waited while he cleaned my car out, Febrezed the whole thing out, then fucking vacuumed that whole lower panel. I inspected him, made him clean some more. And then he gave me $20 on top of that, and then I dipped so that I could. This is on top of the price of the ride too, and so I could go pick up more people, dude. I was super pissed, pissed.
So you didn't charge him the $250?
No, that time, yeah. Like they were begging, dude. Like they didn't want to get hit with that fee.
Shit.
Like that's immediate too. Like all I gotta do is just tell them, and then they'll be like, "Oh shit!" Like they threw up your shit.
But
send them a picture.
It was late. Or was this midday?
It was late, but I mean, Lyft is 24 hours, so.
Yeah, but I'm talking about.
This is late.
It would have been time for you to find somebody else to clean, because that's one thing that I wouldn't fucking want to do is clean it up myself.
Dude, I'll clean that shit myself. I don't give a fuck. Like when you're trying to fucking make your own motherfucking money,
and that's an extra $250. I would have if you had the mentality that you could clean it up yourself. I'd be like, motherfucker, I don't give a fuck about you. $250, bang. Clean it up myself.
Shit. Yeah, but it was just the principle of the thing, because they told me that she was okay when they got in the car, and then she threw up in my car on the freeway. I immediately was super pissed, because don't tell me you're fine and then get in my car and throw up.
And that's no. But man, you better than I, because they would have got hit with that $250.
Man. Like
they would have got hit with that $250.
I got your ass next time.
Goodness, that's nasty. Yeah, that's worse than boogers and farting.
Yeah, it is really. Like at least farting, I could just spray some of that Febreze or something.
Hey,
and for boogers, no, that's not worse than boogers. Boogers, they just hide them in weird spots. All of a sudden, you scratch yourself on your arm, like, what the fuck is this? It's a dried up ass booger on the side of your seat.
Hey, you know where you put your boogers. You know where you put your boogers.
Yeah, in the tissue.
You lie.
I'm serious.
I'm serious. Not every time.
I flick them motherfuckers out the window.
They
like,
don't
what the
always
hell?
go. You got some all up on your
hell no. No.
You got boogers on your door right here.
I am proud to say that the inside of my car is actually respectable, sir. Like, especially with the business.
Not on mine.
Shit.
I ain't saying it's because of boogers. I ain't saying boogers.
Yeah.
I'm just messy.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I probably got
my other cars, yeah. But not this one.
I found raisins underneath my fucking seat.
What?
I eat a lot of grapes.
Oh, nigga, damn. God damn. Like, you better be glad you didn't have plums in that bitch. You had prunes already there.
Exactly.
Ugh, nigga.
So, sometimes shit drops. So that's why. But I'm gonna have somebody else clean the motherfucker.
Or you can just go to know that
I ain't doing that shit myself.
Oh my god, there's a car wash on Baseline. $3.
So then I'd have to clean the inside myself.
Yeah, they give you the vacuums there.
Nope.
For free.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Should I do that shit?
I'll go pay $16 to have somebody clean the outside and inside.
$16 for that?
$16. Yep.
Okay. Well, that's not too bad.
Shit.
There's some people out there paying like $70, $80 for detailing. I'm
dumbasses.
Like,
I don't need it all that. Just clean it like I'd clean it.
Why? So they can steal all my change and shit? Fuck them.
Who still has change to begin with?
First off, I use a lot of cash, okay?
Why? You scared of Y2K, motherfucker?
No, it just happens. It just so happens that I always have like a little bit of cash on me. No. So I actually have change jars that I've been saving up a lot of my change, and just keeping it.
I got this. I don't even know where I'm getting all this change, but I got a bunch of change. But it's probably been in there since. I think the last time I dumped it was 2010.
Damn.
So it's this big yard glass full of change and shit.
Yeah.
So
there's probably like a couple $100 in there. You don't even know it. Yeah.
Probably. I forgot why, but somebody gave me. They owed me money, so they gave me like I can't. Like an old roommate or whatever owed me like $30, and it was like, would you mind if I paid you in like out of his change, like motherfucking money? So give it to me. So I just poured it all in there. So like $30 in change is in my. So I know it's like, a bunch of quarters, and then I had to fucking get the 50-cent pieces. I don't know where the fuck I'm getting 50-cent pieces.
Where the fuck are you finding those at?
Man, I don't know.
Nobody even hands that shit out no more. It's like $2 bills. Who the fuck is still handing those out?
Do you realize my mom collects $2 bills?
Yeah, like so did mine. But I mean, like, who is still making
shitload?
Yeah, but
a shitload.
They're still out there a lot like that.
Yo, as a matter of fact, I probably shouldn't know this, but I do. Skin well, it's been a while since I've been there, probably about 10 years. They didn't give out dollar bills anymore. When you go and cash your shit out, they gave you $2 bills.
Why?
It's a fucking hustle, so that's what you giving the fucking strippers.
Strippers is $2 bills.
So they already doubling up.
That's
yeah.
That's cheap. That's cheap. So your $20 done turned into 10. But you gotta understand.
You like, only look nice 10 times instead of 20 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. See, this is the reason why I don't go to strip clubs, man. Shit's a hustle.
And if you would have heard the sound from the last show, about an hour ago, we talked about strip clubs.
Yeah.
I am a little bit bitter about myself fucking up. I need to get on top of my fucking game. George, when you rewatch this, take this. Get on top of your motherfucking game. You've been slipping, son.
Jesus Christ.
There's problems. You better than that, bro. You're better than that.
Yeah.
Let's do better.
Are we sure right now that the right bar is lighting up? That's all I can say.
Yes, I see the bar that's lighting up. Blip, 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 blip. The master is on.
Okay.
So,
then we straight then.
We straight.
That's all in the past. That's all in the past.
But, G, it's on your fucking hat. Be better, motherfucker. You better than that. You're better than that.
I think shit happens. That's just the way it works.
All right. Some of the things we were talking about. NBA playoffs.
It's going down.
It's going down.
And
the game's probably over. The Golden State Warriors Houston game. Don't say nothing. I gotta watch the fourth quarter. I DVR'd the fourth quarter. I'm gonna watch the fourth quarter after we get done with this. So Golden State and Houston. That series is at 2-2. That's like the last game.
Even.
That last game was one of the closest fucking games of the whole semifinals. So, Golden State, Houston, I don't care who wins out of those two. Just whichever one that's best to beat LeBron if his ass makes it.
I say the Rockets are probably going to be better than Golden State in that regard because he's so used to their style of play anyway.
Right.
For the Warriors. So, especially since he's already gone up against them in championship rounds already before.
But when they beat them, when the Cavs beat Golden State last year,
I know.
They had Kyrie.
Yeah. And
Kyrie is a beast. They don't have anything close to Kyrie.
Well, I mean, Boston has him right now, right?
Yeah. They have him on the sideline in street clothes, and that's one of the surprising things.
He's injured, well, yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the surprising things. Boston is doing so well, and they don't even have their fucking team all stacked. And when they come back, dude, they have some bargaining chips. Like people probably say that Rozier is probably something. They're gonna be able to get rid of him and get some some paper for him.
Yeah.
Draft pick or whatever. I can't remember who was talking about it, but it's like if the Spurs, since they getting old as a motherfucker and all those point guards or whatever,
right,
they might need somebody, or anybody's gonna need a point guard, and he has shown the fuck out. I didn't even know who the fuck he was.
Yeah, he's in there playing, dude. And I think that's been the most surprising shit that's been going on with Cleveland. They're just like, oh my god,
like who the fuck is these motherfuckers?
They get caught off guard.
They ain't on no basketball card nowhere.
Oh man, yeah, it's like if Cleveland had better defense though, I'm gonna keep saying that. I know. If Cleveland had better defense though, we wouldn't really be talking about all this. But they really just don't have it when it comes to the defense against Boston right now.
It's not that they don't have it; they just don't do it. These motherfuckers, you said it earlier, they ain't being coached to fucking make it a priority.
Yeah,
because everybody, as an athlete, you have the ability to, offer some type of defense, but these motherfuckers just lackadaisical and letting motherfuckers go around them. So many fucking just layups and shit, and just go ahead.
We used to call that in wrestling, in high school wrestling, we used to call that being a fish, where you just let somebody just like kind of take you out, and pin you and shit, and you're not really putting up much of a fight. That's being a fish, man. Like,
and then you had to bring. I learned in the funky ass, bonehead ass show that was an hour ago that this man next to me didn't know it. He used to be a wrestler.
Oh yeah,
man.
Well,
wow.
I was.
That is crazy.
I was trained at a small promotion here in Arizona called Real Deal Pro Wrestling that was headed by David Rose.
Mm-hmm.
God bless his soul. He passed away a couple years ago.
Okay.
But he trained us, and he was a wrestler from back in the day that used to perform at the Madison Square Garden here in Arizona, the one downtown Phoenix. We had a small one there, and my dad used to go down there and watch that.
Where the fairgrounds thing is?
Yeah, the Coliseum and all that shit. Yeah. They used to call it that, or they had like something like that. It was really weird, but he used to perform there, and he performed with other pro wrestlers. And this dude, his skills were really good. He was just old, man. He was already in his 70s.
Shit.
And when he was training us, he had us learning drills, had us learning how to run the ropes, had us learning how to take bumps, which taking a bump is taking a fall.
Mm-hmm.
Learning how to get slammed. I learned how to moonsault off the top rope. I've done moonsault, do a backflip on top rope.
Oh good.
I learned a lot of stuff from them. And then I was able to compete in a couple of matches. Go out there and entertain the crowd, and it was fun. I learned how to build the rings. I've been hit with chairs. I've been hit with barbed wire bats.
Barbed wire.
Like
this motherfucker been hit with barbed wire.
It's being in a bats match and getting hit with something like that. It sucks a lot. But I'll tell you this: you'd rather have that than the regular baseball bat that's just going to hit you with a concussive force. That's just blunt force trauma direct. Whereas the wrapping around the baseball bat of the barbed wire actually gives it a level of cushion.
But the fucking spikety spikes,
but the spikes are there.
The spikety spikes.
I still have a little bit of scarring on my back from that.
So it's just real. It's
just yeah. To a degree that you really can't fake getting hit. Well, the only thing that that's set up really is just the outcome, and then the choreography between moves, to make sure that those spots are on point, because you're in charge of keeping your opponent / partner in the ring safe.
Right.
You guys got to keep each other safe.
Right.
One person is going to be a face, the other person is going to be a heel. The heel usually directs the match. Gets the crowd to basically hate him during the whole time and everything. Fires up the crowd to like the face. He basically sells the face, and he chooses whether or not he's going to really sell those moves and stuff. You have to be in tune with that other person in the ring, or else you guys gonna just start shooting on each other, and it gets real sloppy and it looks like really bad work. I wasn't like the best worker by any means and everything, but I had a lot of fun with it. I typically did it until I felt like it wasn't beneficial to me anymore, and my body was taking too much damage, and I couldn't just keep going with it. I have enough problems with my back, in my right shoulder and my right knee, that I really don't want to handicap myself at an older age.
Now, you had those problems prior to
for my back injury, and my shoulder has been out of the socket several times. But my back injury, that's something that I got a long time ago, actually doing high school wrestling, where I took a fireman's carriage throw right to the top of the head, landed directly on my head, and it compressed my spine. In doing so, there was the lower lumbars of my spine that were damaged, the disc in between, and I have two vertebrae that are actually growing bone spurs that try to fuse themselves together. And I had been dealing with that level of pain for so long that I didn't even realize that my own body had started to combat the losing of the material of the disc in between it, and started to fuse itself to fix itself. I had to go to a chiropractor, get an x-ray to actually learn that. And I was like, what the fuck? And then after that, I started doing rehabilitation. And now my back is much better. But without surgery, I won't be 100%. I'm probably at like maybe 80 right now.
So you plan on getting surgery?
I don't know, man. Like we'll see how life progresses and everything. I would rather just drop some weight, man. Like I would rather drop some weight, drop some of the stress off my back, and see how that helps out. Because I got these big old butt cheeks and my thighs and shit. You know, like just being real. Like I'm a big dude, you know. And
you play racquetball?
No, I don't play racquetball. Like I've never played racquetball, man. That was beyond us in the hood, man. But
shit.
But you know, I just want to be a little bit more active. That's about it. I still practice kickboxing in the backyard, hit the bag pretty much every day. And, you know, just trying to stay fit for the most part, just trying to stay active. Not necessarily super fit because, you know, everybody's body type is their body type. I've always been a big dude. But just trying to stay fit and stay limber. And, you know, I wish I could still be a wrestler, man. But I think those days are just well past me.
Dude, my nephew is a wrestler down in Atlanta. Big ups to him.
Yeah, good for him.
He's going by the Prince of Persia or some shit like that.
Oh, that's tight.
He's got this big ass fro and shit.
Does he do any moves where he runs off the ropes all crazy and shit?
He's a little dude.
Yeah.
So he probably weighed like 120 or some shit like that. I don't know.
So he's doing like cruiserweight status wrestling.
Yeah.
So cruiserweight is 205 and below.
Oh yeah. Oh, he's definitely doing the little nigga type shit.
Oh, so he's flipping all over the ring. Like I actually had a chance to do some luchador matches too. And
no shit.
Yeah, I reffed a couple of them, and then I also participated in I think one or two of them, where I had my black yin yang mask on back in the day. But that's super old shit, and it was fun. But I mean, you know, I just didn't really get a chance to really be everything I wanted to be in that business, and so I just kind of just like left it behind.
Cool.
But as far as a goal, I did actually get a chance to go out there and be a pro wrestler for a bit. I got to learn what it's like to be in that situation where you're entertaining a crowd of people and you're taking some of the most craziest bumps, like all over the place. We've done over-the-top battle royals, like 20 guys in the ring, and you got to get thrown over the ropes. Yeah. Dude, I almost landed on my fucking head getting thrown out of the ring, dude. On cement, just straight concrete, man. It was crazy. You know, it was fun, though.
That's cool as motherfucker, man. You know, especially being able to follow your dream. One of my dreams was to play football. You know, when I was young, I always liked football. And so
you got to play at college.
College was fucking cool as motherfucker.
That's a big stage, man.
So, yeah, definitely. And speaking of football, Arizona was granted Super Bowl in 2023.
Oh, you know, we also got the first round draft pick, too.
Oh, Phoenix Suns got the first draft pick.
Oh, I thought it was Arizona.
No, not the Cardinals.
Phoenix Suns.
But it's still Phoenix. So that was cool.
That's good.
And hopefully they do something right with it. I'm already hearing that they might be shopping it, but yet there's this big bad motherfucker down in U of A.
Yeah, well,
so a motherfucker down in U of A, so it'll be local. So he's gonna have a bunch of backing. It could bring a lot of fucking fans to the fucking Suns to begin with, because nobody goes to the goddamn Suns game. The fucking tickets are $12 and nobody gives a fuck about them. It's pretty much as empty as a WNBA game up in that motherfucker, because nobody gives a fuck. So this could resurge fucking excitement back in the Suns.
That's so savage. WNBA game?
Hey,
God damn.
Truth is true. Truth is true.
Damn.
Ain't nobody trying to. Have you gone to a WNBA game?
I don't even go to basketball games, man. Period.
So therefore, you ain't gone to no WNBA game.
Well, I mean, like, for people that are into basketball, you would think
so. You ain't going to no WNBA game.
No.
All right. I remember when Steve Nash was still here.
Okay.
The Mercury was like in the finals or whatever. Was in the finals. If they win this game, they champions or whatever.
Right.
Steve Nash and one of the other Suns bought this major section, like half the fucking basketball top section. Bought it and said, "Free seats, come on out." I was like,
not even for free? God damn.
Bought by Steve Nash. I gotta say, hey, I'm sitting in the seat Steve Nash bought me.
Yeah. It's just not enough to give a fuck, huh?
Yeah. It ain't like I had shit to do.
That's a damn shame.
I saw it on the news, Change Channel.
Damn.
Then I been watching on TV. I just didn't give a fuck. But that's the WNBA. But anyways.
It's good talent.
Yeah. We got like 3 of the best fucking players or whatever in the WNBA on our fucking team. I don't know if they any good. Whatever.
You know, it'd be crazy. Like, I just thought about this. There is a. I know this is weird, but there is a pro wrestling league that is doing intergender matches. Can you imagine if they actually did intergender basketball?
Man.
Like, you know how crazy that would be?
Man.
Like, you get the dunk on somebody's baby mama all stupid. Just,
man.
Wow. Bitch, no. These nuts in your face.
No, because somebody is gonna want to fight if somebody gets they girl get dunked on or whatever. I
remember swing them all in the jaw.
I remember in high school, I wasn't even there.
Yeah.
But it was a story that was circulating the fucking school that one of my buddies, it was like in gym class, spiked the ball and it hit somebody's girlfriend, and they was all pissed off and wanted to fight because she was playing, he was playing. It wasn't malicious. He wasn't trying to spike it. At least that's what I was told, that he wasn't trying to do it.
Yeah.
But that shit happened, and the motherfucker wanted to fight. So that what happened, you know. Come on.
But why they want to fight him for something that happened clearly by accident? You know what it is? Just people just irrational.
That's how shit works these days.
Yeah, that's the only downfall of it all. Is that that's the weird thing about all this equal rights shit. Is that
shit ain't equal.
Shit ain't equal because as soon as somebody get hit or fucked up, all of a sudden now it's like, oh, but she's a woman.
I just seen this shit about it's just the what's that shit?
What's
the
that?
Hypocrisy of things. How men want to make money and flaunt their money so they can get girls, but they hate gold diggers, and women use their bodies to sexually attract men.
But they hate misogynists.
Yeah.
Oh man, let me tell you. Tell you.
Truth is fucking truth.
Yeah, it's true. Man. It's true. Like, there's hypocrisy on both sides and stuff.
Absolutely.
But that's a huge hypocrisy. It's been going on for a long time.
And it ain't gonna stop.
Yeah, like, bitch, you came in here with your titties out. But I remember when I was working at the MVD, we used to sit at these windows. I was at the one on 51st Avenue at this time. And so we sit at the windows, and I had 2 girls sitting next to me right here and everything. Yeah. I call the next number, right?
Yeah.
And it's this fucking blonde chick with the biggest titties ever, dude.
Big old titties.
And she's tall. She had to be like 5'10" or whatever. And I see her get up and I'm like, Jesus Christ, in my head. Yeah. I was like, oh man. And then like people are messaging me on the side like, holy shit, look at that chick's titties and all this other shit.
Yeah.
And then who gets up right next to her is this big ass Fabio looking dude with long blonde hair, and the dude looks like Schwarzenegger walking off the set of Conan.
Right.
And they come and sit at my desk, and this bitch has the audacity to sit her big ass titties on the desk. On the desk. And I'm just sitting up here trying to do this. Hello, how can I help you today? How are you doing?
And you can't. You ain't supposed to look down.
You
ain't supposed to look down.
And meanwhile, I'm looking at the screen, and people are like sending me crazy messages.
Yeah.
And I'm having to hold a straight face so that this dude doesn't snatch my spine out through my throat, like in front of everybody. And I'm just like, fuck, dude. Like, it's so fucking bad. Like it's shit like that. Like you knew you were coming to the MVD.
They know what they're doing.
Dude, her fucking...
Sticking them all out.
The V-line on her shirt barely went over her areola. I can swear to God, the little bits of the top of the areolas were sticking out at the top. And I'm not supposed to even...
You went, nope.
Acknowledge that.
How dare you?
How dare I look at that?
How dare you look at almost my titty?
You know,
it's just the almost, like, the essence.
With her He-Man ass boyfriend in front of me, this motherfucker looked like Prince Adam. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, I was like, I ain't trying to fucking start shit with this dude. Like, what the hell?
All right. We was talking about the Super Bowl. So the Super Bowl is Super Bowl going to be in Arizona 2023. In 2024, it's going to be in New Orleans. For those of you who are not up to speed, this coming year is going to be in Atlanta. After that, it's Miami. After that, Tampa Bay. And after that, Los Angeles. I think that's going to be in the new Los Angeles stadium that's going to supposedly house the Chargers and the Rams. That's going to be a nice stadium.
It's going to house both of those teams?
Yeah. Being that the Chargers were dumbasses and left San Diego, they decided, we don't want to be in San Diego. We want to go share this fucking new facility with the Rams. And they're going to pay their fucking Rams, dude, money so they can lease it.
That's idiocy at
it's
the
fucking
highest
stupid.
point.
They piss so many people off.
Yeah, because my friend's legitimately from San Diego. He's been a San Diego Charger fan since I met him in 4th grade. And I wonder if he's pissed off about that.
Most people are pissed off.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, if it wasn't for my sound system problems, a buddy of mine that I did a show in San Diego with my buddy, and this was right when they fucking said they were gonna fucking leave. No. He did this fucking monologue that pretty much just encompassed what a true San Diego Charger fan felt. My fucking sound ain't shit.
Damn.
And hopefully I can still get him to fucking do a voiceover, because you can kind of hear, and I kind of wrote most of the shit down, so maybe he'd do it, but we shall see.
Mm-hmm.
This is still a work in progress, guys.
It's always a work in progress. It's a work in progress. Yeah.
But George, you need to step your goddamn game up, motherfucker. That's what you need to do.
Oh, man.
All right. The Super Bowl, the two new Super Bowl destinations, Arizona and New Orleans, was decided this past Wednesday at the owners' meeting.
Which was what was also decided.
What was also decided was the national anthem policy. The national anthem policy about players protesting / kneeling during the national anthem. They stated that teams will be fined if any of their players are out and about out during the national anthem and show some kind of protest. Now they're saying that each team can make their own policy for the national anthem, and that players can stay in the locker room during the national anthem, but if they are outside of the locker room, they must be standing, or the team will be charged a fine. So
we we went over this already, and I had said that this is gonna be a house nigga moment. like it really is, but it ain't. But the only reason why they can get away with something like that is because of the simple fact that this is a corporation in the end. and they can create their own stipulations as to how their players conduct themselves while they're under, while they're being, filmed and all other stuff and performing for the general public.
You're an employee, so therefore you have to abide by the fucking policy handbook. Each corporation usually has a employee handbook and shit, but this is bullshit when they fucking create these rules as they go because they don't like something. And once again, we're talking about how everything revolves around money. They're saying that some people say they didn't watch the NFL because of the protest. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. As one of the commentators on ESPN stated, that a lot of sports television, that shit went down. The networks went down. The viewership went down. NASCAR has significantly taken a hit, and
people are just tired of seeing people driving loops.
Exactly.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's boring.
You need to have more road races. That's all I got to say about NASCAR. You need to have more road races. Every race should be like Road Atlanta and Laguna Seca. Oh yeah,
the Pro-Am races. I want to see that shit.
Yeah, those are dope.
All right. Didn't they try to do a test run in Phoenix a few years ago? But they just didn't do the real race.
Yeah, they did it down at PIR. So now, because back when I was younger and we were still heavily racing and stuff, you could go to PIR and go do drift events and stuff like that there. That stuff's all closed off now. Now PIR is...
What's PIR? What's that?
Yeah, Phoenix International Raceway.
No, that's the NASCAR shit.
Yeah, now it's now NASCAR.
Yeah.
Because it used to host everything. NASCAR bought it out, and it only does NASCAR now.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah, a lot of people... Okay. The road course was actually... I guess they got rid of it, and they just use the loop right now. So we don't have anybody using the road course over there right now.
Oh shit! Yeah. I thought they actually did some downtown shit and they did a test run, but they just decided.
It's just too much. We got too much fucked up roads, and then just the way that they would have to set it up. Yeah. It's just really weird. They won't be able to do it like the streets of Long Beach. Streets of Long Beach is the shit.
Yeah, I was there. It was going on that weekend or some shit, and I was trying to get to the fucking Roscoe's over in Long Beach. I love me some Roscoe's. You know how I do eat that chicken and waffles. You know how I do herb special and everything. But anyways, so I was going through and I was wondering what the fuck's going on here, and then I finally seen a sign that said Long Beach. Whatever.
They do F1. They do F1 there. They do Formula Drift there. They do NASCAR there. They do a few other things there.
Yeah, through the streets. You drive it on the streets that they drive it on.
But you got to have good streets to do that. And Phoenix's streets are kind of shitty right now. It's hit and miss.
They probably could if they find the right spot. But
dog, if I go through downtown right now at full throttle in any one of my cars right now, and I hit a pothole, that rim is gone.
That rim is gone.
And now imagine a fucking F1 race car doing a $160 down a straightaway to get to a corner and goes to heavy braking and hits a pothole with all that aerodynamic on it. Nigga. He's flying, bro. That wheel is getting destroyed.
Into the motherfucking building.
They probably assessed a lot of
car right into the honey bears.
Man, it's gonna look like 9/11 light.
Oh. See why we got
my bad.
Why we gotta go there? Why we gotta go there?
Yeah. Well,
went all the way there.
Yeah,
all the way up in there.
But yeah, there's so much that goes into that. Their decision making. I don't blame them because I've driven downtown so much that I would love to see a race in downtown Phoenix, but I just don't think we're equipped for it.
Dude, I'd actually go see that if it were to happen.
Hell yeah,
I would actually. Man, that would be cool. All right, speaking of more, still on the football shit, they're trying to cut down on injuries and shit. So the owners decided, one, that the use of helmet is going to be an automatic ejection. So if you're trying to use your helmet to tackle somebody, whether it's purposefully or accidentally, that's going to be an automatic ejection.
Spear, motherfucker.
Spearing motherfuckers, you out of here.
Nobody's getting Bill Goldberg today.
It's understandable. And then they also changed the rules for the kickoff return. So there's the team that's kicking off is going to have to line up even with the ball. So there's not going to be that 5 yards of acceleration. So they're trying to cut down on the speed that people are contacting each other. They're not going to be able to use the wedge, as well as if the ball hits the end zone, it's an automatic touchback. So therefore, everybody can just stop doing shit.
I find that ruling to be a little bit silly because motion is motion anyway. Anybody that really studies any kind of like physics in any small capacity will know that even though they're missing that 5 yards of initial acceleration for when the ball is being kicked, by the time they reach them, they're still going to be able to hit them
max,
with max force because they're running at their full speed. Like you're still talking about guys that are still sprinting. It's not like they're moving any slower because you took, they're not a race car. Like once you start accelerating at full speed as a human being, you're gonna accelerate as much as your heart allows you to.
But no, I understand what they're doing because you're not just running in a straight line without any obstacles or anything like that. There's still people that's going to be in front of you. Right. So with this 5 yards with nobody in front of you, by the time you get to the people, you're going to be at a higher speed with that 5 yards. But if there's the people are going to be right there and you have to start making jukes and stuff, you're not going to be full speed, and plus it's going to be easier for those people trying to block you. It'll be easier for them to get to you because they're not going at any kind of full speed. It'll be the people coming at them are going to be slower, so you can actually time and try to see which way they're going. It's going to be easier for them to block. So I understand. So actually,
I get it. All right. Well,
this might make for more
entertaining football games,
more entertaining run backs and shit.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be real crazy.
If we see this, hey, that might be a good thing, though.
Yeah.
But I definitely appreciate when the ball hits the end zone, automatic down, because I hate when they had to catch the ball or just it was just a waste of fucking time. If motherfuckers know it's gonna be a touchback, just let it be a fucking touchback. We ain't gotta play this fucking cat and mouse and all that stuff. Just let it go.
Yeah.
All right. How about that royal wedding?
Fuck about it. Like.
Oh, I do have a picture. I got a picture. Let's see, because I didn't watch the motherfucker. It was like at 4:00 in the morning and all that stuff. But
I was working.
I was doing something other than watching somebody I don't give a fuck about getting married. So I ain't trying to do that. And it was very disappointing to see that when I did my research, I didn't really know what the fuck shit looked like. So I did my research today, and bang. That ain't a special ass dress whatsoever, is it? That ain't shit.
That's pretty traditional.
That's pretty
It's probably
lame.
Crazy expensive, though.
Oh, I'm sure it's crazy expensive.
I know her veil is stupid long, though.
Probably.
Yeah.
But it ain't nothing special. Man.
Hell no.
It ain't nothing special. You a fucking princess now? And you're talking about there's going to be Afro-American blood or black blood in the lineage of these royals now. Me, I say so.
Yeah.
It don't fucking matter. It don't fucking matter. And it's about time. And why are people tripping any fucking way? It's fucking 2018. Motherfucking shit needs to be integrated all over the place. White, black, Hispanic, Asian, everybody can be fucking everybody and just end up just being
it's weird though, man, because
being the color of my fucking wall.
Well, we view it that way because we live in a society where that is mainly possible. But then you go to places like China, and you realize that these motherfuckers have existed for thousands of years, and there's a reason why they all look like that style of person. Is because there's nobody else there.
You saying everybody look the same over in China?
No, I said they all look like that style of person.
Look like that style.
Those facial features, the hair color. There was a little bit of mixture of the Mongols and the Russians coming in here and there because of the wars over the years. But that's all northern China, mostly. Yeah. That trickled down slightly down into southern China.
Right.
But for the most part, man, when I was in China, it's just Chinese people.
Right.
Okay. Right. You might get somebody that's from Vietnam there or something like that.
Right.
But it's still there's not it's not a melting pot there.
There's no black town it's a Chinatown.
Hell no.
Ain't no white town.
Africa town? No.
Africa town.
New Uganda? No.
No.
Ain't none of that shit going on. I'll tell you that. And that's why you hear about oh man, if you go to some of these places they're racist. Well, I mean they're not necessarily racist, they just prefer their own people because that's all they've ever known. Yeah. It'd be racist if they were like, you guys are the devil, stay the fuck away from me.
That's what
fucking blah, blah, blah.
Some of them say that shit.
Yeah, well, I mean, some of them do that. Yeah,
some
that part is
racist.
Bitch, you guys have the internet. You know we ain't all like that.
It's like French people hate Americans and shit. There's some Europeans hate Americans.
Well, I mean, Americans hate French people too. So I mean, that shit's mutual.
Is it a hate or is it a disrespect?
It's both. It's both.
Think they are pansies and shit.
That's
the stigma. I ain't that way personally. No. I'm the type of motherfucker who takes a motherfucker on individually. Yep. I don't know you, so I ain't gonna say you a pussy. I ain't gonna say I hate you. I'm gonna see what the fuck you about. If you turn out to be a fucking sucker, I'm gonna treat you like a motherfucking sucker.
Bitch.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. Okay.
If you a sucker, you're gonna get treated like a sucker.
Yeah.
All right,
that's what it is.
What else we got? Speaking of suckers, how about that E. coli breakout?
I like how the fact that all started here, man, in Yuma. Yeah, it's fuck, dude. You guys had one job. Are they not using pesticides anymore? Are they
I don't know.
Because I know a lot of people are well, we want everything to be completely organic, man. And we don't want none of the man's chemicals in our food, man, so that we don't shut the fuck up. Oh, nigga, I'm not trying to catch E. coli because I decided to have a fucking Caesar salad one day.
I want a Caesar salad.
Just because my fat ass decided to be healthy, now I have to be susceptible to fucking E. coli, or whatever the fuck kind of disease you want to put in my body because y'all didn't wash that shit properly or you didn't spray the necessary chemicals to make sure. Fuck you. Okay, spray that shit on there, clean all that shit up. Okay, so people can eat like normal motherfuckers. I ain't got time for this shit, dude. Seriously, you want to be all organic? Go ahead, boo-boo. Be all organic. But if you're asking tracks fucking syphilis, AIDS, fucking E. coli, the fucking mad cow disease from whatever the fuck you're eating, that's on you, bitch. As long as they're not purposely trying to do that stuff, I bet you they just didn't spray or something hit or somebody introduced that out there, some bad manure or something. All we need to be doing is paying attention to what the hell we're putting on over there.
Do your
fix
job,
those. Yeah,
man.
just do your job.
Do your job.
Jesus Christ, dude.
But supposedly the Center of Disease Control has lifted the ban.
About goddamn time.
It's lifted, and now everything should be cool. All the bad lettuce should be off the shelves because there's a 21-day shelf life for romaine lettuce, and over this time 172 people in 32 states were diagnosed with E. coli, and one even died.
Damn.
And so this shit wasn't just some petty ass bullshit. No. Papa Murphy's is being sued for the third time due to serving tainted romaine lettuce in April.
Damn it, man. My mom really likes that place, too.
Yeah.
She's always talking about, ooh, you need to go down to Papa Murphy's and get you a pizza and
blah,
blah.
Fuck that. I ain't buying no fucking expensive-ass pizza just to cook at home. What if I burn that motherfucker? Fuck that.
You ain't got no fucking pizza insurance?
Yeah, I ain't got the pizza insurance, the Domino pizza insurance. Papa Murphy's, you get the pizza insurance like Domino's, I might fucks with you.
They can't do that. They'll take so much financial loss just for the simple fact that human error is inevitable.
Yes.
As we can tell by this whole E. coli outbreak, like shit, dude. Like they're not going to be able to do that. What they do need to do is make sure that their prices are good and low. Make sure that they're watching whatever the fuck they're putting on these pizzas, and then they could remain successful. Because I'm gonna tell you straight up, my mom likes their chicken artisan pizza, man, and that shit is good.
I'm still saying fuck
chicken artichoke. There we go. Artichoke.
All right, fuck Papa Murphy's. Fuck Papa John's too.
Oh well, fuck that dude.
They some punk asses anyway. All right, let's move on to the next thing. Let's get some quick ones out that we didn't even touch.
We didn't get a chance to touch them earlier.
We didn't even get a chance to touch them earlier. Best Buy. They are changing their logo. What the motherfucker say? Where's that shit at? Changing the logo due to the price tag. They want to highlight their. Let me put it in their words. The owner said, "We want to highlight our culture, our expertise, and our talented employees." So they decided they want to go to. On the left is what it was, the Best Buy, in the price tag, and they go into the right, where the price tag is minimalized, because they want to highlight the culture and all that stuff. Plus, the going into the store shit is dying down, so people really don't see price tags like that anyway.
So why the fuck still even have it on the fucking?
I don't know. That's man. That's what I thought. They said. I heard this story. It's like, oh, all right, and then I seen this, the new one. I was like, all right, they still got that.
That doesn't make any sense.
How is that a change?
Yeah, that's
and then like, no, it's not as prominent as it was before.
Bitch, it's like the same thing. Right, you change, like, it looks like the Bud Light symbol with just a yellow price tag next to it.
It does look like the Bud Light symbol.
Yeah.
And all these bees.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh yeah, bitch. Best Buy.
Bitch. Man, I can't even tell you. No, I can tell you the last time I went to a Best Buy.
I say bitch a lot. I really do. I probably wouldn't survive in jail. Like, I call the wrong nigga bitch and get sliced the fuck up. Are you kidding me?
Get shanked up.
Get shanked up in my sleep.
Shivved.
Yeah.
A sharp ass toothbrush.
Yeah, I say bitch a lot. I need to check that out.
Yeah, you might want. Hey, in this Me Too movement. Yeah. You might not even be saying it in a derogatory term.
Oh, I don't even like call girls bitches. Like,
don't even say it. Yeah. If somebody hear you and you're around a girl and you face it that way,
yeah, but that's like, right there. But that's just like in the South where they call everything a hoe. like that hoe over there, like oh, I'm about to go get this hoe. Like, what hoe are you about to go get? No, I'm talking about my check. Like, nigga, your check is a hoe.
Your check is a hoe.
They'll call a hoe anything. Well, they'll call anything a hoe. I mean, you can call a hoe anything, but they'll call anything a hoe. And it's just like, wait a minute. Like, but that's the same way that we always, like, treated bitch. Like, man, you better pick that bitch up. Like, like, saying, like, shit like that. Like, like, and it's not like because some stupid, silly girl just fell on the floor or something. Like, it could be like,
all up in this bitch.
Yeah, all up in this bitch. We about to ride this bitch out. Like, all that shit. Like, it's just... I don't know. I think it's just culture. That's all it is.
It is culture.
Culture.
Speaking of something for the culture, let's talk about a little positivity. Jordan Sparks, the beloved Arizona Jordan Sparks, had her baby with her man. The name of the baby is...
That nigga looked like he was on Life commercials back in the day.
Dana Isaiah Thomas Jr. Because this dude is Dana Isaiah Thomas. He was on something. I forgot what it was. I said it in a previous show. Go look at one of my other shows and find out what he did. Because I don't know.
Got her pregnant?
Hey, that's some good work, though. She beautiful.
Yeah, she is nice.
Look at that smile. Actually, she look kind of cockeyed in this picture. I love you some Jordan Sparks. I love you some Jordan Sparks.
Oh, shit.
She did, though.
Yeah.
Another thing.
Cockeyed. It's fucking fucked up.
It ain't my fault. I ain't coming around. But anyways, Donald Glover has been popular in the media these days. I've been rocking with Childish Gambino since I realized he rapped. First was introduced to him on the TV show Community,
yeah,
and like him and Abed, whatever that actor's name, just the.
Well, he was a writer on 30 Rock, too.
Yeah, he was a writer on 30 Rock. I didn't know that. He's also a stand-up comedian. I didn't know that until, like, all this stuff, you know, him on Community just opened up the world of Childish Gambino, found out he was a rapper, and he was just fucking great.
Speaking of which, dude, let me tell you this. You know, that video was freaking crazy, by the way.
Yes,
yeah, and some of the shit that he was putting in there. Yeah. Like, he was being for real. I did post up a meme. I don't know if you saw that meme I posted up on Facebook.
No, like, I see some of your memes.
Yeah, like,
I be seeing some of your memes. Here you are as Thanos.
Yeah,
Thanos.
Okay, my friend Kevin actually made that of me. Like, and I decided to use it as a profile pic.
I see you on social media. So yeah, I see you, but I don't remember.
I didn't bring the gauntlet today, but no, this dude, I just lost my train of thought for a second. This fool, like, I was explaining to you before, I got a chance to go watch Solo for the sneak preview.
Oh, yeah.
I got to go watch it. And he was freaking dope as Lando Calrissian.
Dude.
He was dope.
Do you watch his TV show Atlanta?
I haven't watched Atlanta.
Man, it's
good.
Different.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say so good. It's different. It gets you in a different way. You know, you're looking for different jokes. Like you might not laugh out loud at everything, but you get it. You see different things, and it's just different. It's a breath of fresh air for the shit that's on. You know?
Yeah.
I'd rather see that than watching any kind of Medea bullshit.
Oh yeah.
So he's been in the
he showed out in
media because this
video is super controversial.
Yeah, especially this scene right here where he mows down the choir and whatnot, and everybody's, you know, doing this like it's their dissertation and shit, trying to say what they think is the meaning of the video and all that shit. And honestly, I ain't even gonna go through that because I don't like doing that shit. If he in an interview said he ain't gonna try to explain it. So if he ain't even trying to explain it, don't ask me my opinion on it. I just look at it, enjoy it, and I get what could be said, but I don't know exactly what he's trying to say. I just see what could be, and I just take it for the entertainment value because that's what it is. I'm too smart to fucking use this as a learning tool. No,
but he is bringing some cultural awareness to the way things are and how they're portrayed by media and stuff. Especially when he brought out the part with the kids dancing and stuff, and he's talking about how hip hop is turning into basically a revolving door of ridiculous music where there's no meaning behind it, and all it is just selling the next dance and the next sound craze, and people are just like saying goofy shit over the microphone with a real fat beat, you know. And he
dance
used
craze.
That, and he well, you know what I'm saying, like I know that's like an old 80s term, but he's using his style of rapping in this video, this song, to mimic that and kind of make fun of all of the shitty rap that's out right now, because that's not necessarily rap. It's just like dudes like just speaking goofy stuff over a mic, and there's no sense to it. That's not what hip hop has ever been about. You know, sure, there's been some craziness within hip hop, and there's been a lot of goofy stuff, and we got some pretty weird characters that are out there doing goofy shit, but this whole like 6ix9ine and like, you know, little whatever the fuck, little Uzi and all that
Uzi
shit.
Vert, like Tekashi 6ix9ine,
like
Lil Pump, even the fucking Migos.
I can't
walk
stand
it, how I talk it, walk it, how I talk it.
I don't even know what the fuck half of them saying.
Walk it, how I talk. Serious, that's a fucking song.
That's a song?
Yes, exactly what I said.
You know,
exactly what I said.
My 13-year-old son won't even listen to that stuff, man.
Because it's bullshit.
But
that's what is being pumped into like pop culture, and that's the hottest thing.
Well,
these I don't like it. But then again, am I just getting old?
You know, it's also hyping up. It's hyping up these kids going online and like basically just flaunting money and flaunting cars and shit on Instagram and stuff. There's like this little fucking girl that's like 9 years old out there flaunting money and shit, talking shit.
Oh, there was this challenge where they had money and using it as a phone or whatever. That was a challenge or something.
Big ass fucking wad of fucking money, dude. I was like, what the fuck?
What the fuck is this world coming to?
Yeah, man.
What the fuck is this world?
Y'all got money to waste out there just so you can flaunt it on Instagram? Like, come on, y'all. We should be opening up businesses with some of that cash, doing all sorts of shit. Her parents should be teaching her what to do with that money and saving it, and teaching them some economics behind it.
No reason but instead, to have all that kind of cash on hand.
And at 9 years old, you buying fucking Lamborghinis and shit like that. Yeah. Like, what the fuck are you doing with a Lamborghini at 9 years old, nigga? I had one that was a Hot Wheels.
Shit.
Like, ain't no way I was gonna have a Lamborghini. Like, I could barely afford a go-kart. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, get the fuck out of here.
And then you got the young motherfuckers acting all stupid. Then you got some of the old motherfuckers acting all stupid. The old fucking rappers acting all stupid. This motherfucker going around talking about slavery was a fucking choice, wearing fucking Donald Trump Make America Great Again hats and stuff. And Kanye is just tripping like a motherfucker.
I'm going to steal a line from Nate Diaz. I'm going to say, I'm not surprised, motherfuckers. I'm not surprised. But that's only because he's already professed like a follower of Donald Trump anyway. Mm-hmm. As far as everything else that he's been saying, he spoke out of context in a way that he shouldn't have, because slavery was a choice, but really, dude, there was really no real choice there. Like, it was either death or exist as underneath the boot. Like, and if they hadn't existed underneath the boot while you're sitting up there talking all that shit, Kanye, your stupid ass wouldn't be here anyway to make all those millions of dollars and fuck a fake bitch with a fake booty and make a bunch of... Yeah, it's a fake booty. Are you serious? Have you not seen... That bitch looks like she's from A Bug's Life. Like, are you...
Whoa. Didn't you just say I ain't here to call women bitches?
No, I didn't say that. Okay, she looks like a fucking like you know, you've seen that cartoon with the ants and everything with them little skinny legs walking around.
You saying she
got this big old ass sitting out here like this, and that shit just trailing behind. It's so bumpy and shit. It looks like the fucking moon was cut off and glued to the back of her thighs, dude, with all them craters and everything. And then they Photoshop that shit and make it look like super like perfect and stuff, robust. So she can get on Instagram and Twitter rotund. And put these fake ass doctored up ass pictures up there. Meanwhile, he banging his blowed out ass booty with his big goofy looking ass, and then he has the audacity to talk shit about people talking about, oh man, I had to go get liposuction because you guys were making so much fun of me.
Oh, yeah, he did say that.
What, nigga? I've been fat all my life. I ain't never in my life wanted to go and get no goddamn liposuction because people were calling me fat. Bitch, please, you just a pussy. Like, and that's the reason why your ass is out there talking all that shit with that Make America Great Again hat on your head, talking about everything was a choice. Get the fuck out of here, you ill-informed retard.
I forgot that he said he did have that liposuction. He probably got it sucked out of his fucking body and into her ass, man. And all those Kardashians' lips and shit.
Yeah, well, that's still fucking counterproductive if you ask me.
I still think she's a beautiful person. Well, not person. Physically, she's beautiful. No, the rest of her ain't shit. I ain't gonna lie. Yes, I hate most of the things that she's about as a person, as a human being, as anything with a breathing life on this earth. But damn.
Shit, man, she's nothing special. There's nothing special. You take away the fake ass, the fake titties.
Well, she got them.
There's nothing special about her. Her face is even doctored up. I can find a nice looking natural chick, or even a girl that has had as much work as her.
Yes, there's other beautiful women out there that have less done, but nonetheless, whatever she's got, it looks nice.
Yeah, well, I'm glad that
most of her is fake. But nonetheless,
I'm glad he's enjoying it. I'm glad he enjoyed all that success she made off of riding Ray J's dick.
Riding that ding-a-ling.
Horribly, might I add.
Ride that ding-a-ling.
That girl sucks. Right. That girl sucks dick like a freshman in high school going to a senior prom.
All right, let me see. I don't think I have any reference points on that one. I don't think don't have any reference points on that one.
I know that sounded horrible, actually.
Speaking of, Bill Cosby was found guilty on 3 counts of aggravated indecent assault for drugging and sexually assaulting Andrea Costin. Okay, this is the news.
Okay.
I've been gone, so I'm not. I gotta get all some of the important things that have been happening in the past few weeks and months. So this motherfucker is age 80, and he could be looking at a sentence of up to 10 years in jail.
I like how all of this is off of like speculation and other people's like speaking points on the whole thing, confessions and shit like that. But there's not one shred of real evidence behind any of it.
There is not one. Because, especially since that shit is so long ago.
Yeah, like
there's no DNA samples.
Like, if he did it, he's guilty. Then I'm all for that. You know, if they can prove that.
Right.
But the thing is, it's all hearsay.
Yeah, and it's like pretty much he found guilty now because it's been in the media so much where people just believe that it's true.
Yeah.
And I've said this on several shows before, and all right, the motherfucker's been found guilty, and most likely he did some bad shit, so he deserves whatever he gets. But the thing that pisses me off is that all these 50 plus whatever women, not everyone was a victim by any fucking not all of them were a victim. You know, some of these women went to his place looking to get ahead, like we just talked about earlier. You know, these gold diggers, but they're just attention whores or fame whores, or trying to take the shortcut to fame by using him. They knew what they were getting into. They didn't get exactly what they wanted, so now they're claiming victim. There's people who try to take advantage of many people. He did it one way, and some of those girls, and I'm not saying all of them, some of them tried taking advantage of him, and it just didn't work out to their advantage, so now they're calling victim.
Yeah, well, they took the wrong route of trying to get their leg up in the business.
Hike your dress up.
They should have hit up Harvey Weinstein, because Weinstein wouldn't have fed you a pill. He would have fed you a contract, and that contract would have meant you would have had to suck some ugly dick.
Or they could have just did the future president and got $150,000 on it.
And still smack lips.
You're nasty, ho. I'm just saying. Not all of them are nasty hoes. Some of them are nasty hoes.
You showed up with the intent to do something that you knew was going to happen. You showed up in a place where a dude had a reputation of doing weird shit. Like, you knew what the fuck you're getting into. None of that stuff is like, you got to be really brand fucking new to not know who Bill Cosby was, even back in those days.
It's still funny to me when I hear people calling him Pill Cosby.
Oh, that's so terrible.
All right.
I got a meme with that too. It's really horrible, man.
I didn't see that one either. I didn't see the Childish Gambino or that one. All right. Let's run through a couple things before we hit the meat and potatoes. And dude, do you realize we went another hour and 6?
I knew it was gonna happen. I knew it. Like, there ain't no getting around that,
dude. No, it's just shit just free flows. Even though it seems like we already talked about shit, we still talk. We talked about a lot of other shit.
I was trying to find this shit.
So
this shit is fucking horrible.
Tiffany Haddish is hosting the MTV Awards. She is popping all over the place right now.
Why is that?
Since Girls Trip, she's on that Last OG with Tracy Morgan. She's been her career's just skyrocketed, and she's
dude, that show is actually funny, and I'm not even a Tracy Morgan fan.
You like that show?
It's fucking funny.
I think it is fucking horrible. It even brings down.
It does.
Cedric the Entertainer. He is not funny on there. I seen Cedric the Entertainer funny on a bunch of things. He's horrible on that show.
You know what it is?
Tracy Morgan is not a leading man, and Tiffany Haddish is actually cool on this because she's not playing like a caricature of any sort, so she's cool on it. But the show is horrible, and I just find myself being loyal so much and just having to see it, just like the fucking Marlon show. That show is fucking horrible.
There's a Marlon show? I didn't even know about that one. Now that one I didn't know about.
Man.
But I have been watching Black Lightning. Hello.
I will be watching Black Lightning when I get past the
show.
150 episodes of all the other shit I gotta watch it before it.
There's only one season out, so it's not that hard to keep up.
But
it's good.
But I have that list of Flash, Arrow, Supergirl, Legends of Tomorrow that I have to watch in order.
No. For Black Lightning, it's not connected just yet to the other ones. So
but it will be.
It will be. So you can literally just watch it straight through and then work your way through the other ones.
Yeah, so it's down here. I gotta work.
That's too much.
It is too much.
Because here, the way that those shows are structured is all four of those other shows are running simultaneously, and when there's big events and stuff, they intertwine the shows all crazy.
Yep.
And for the last big events, they've literally had that event take place, and each episode in one of those shows was part of that main movie that was going on. Yeah. It was basically one long show that they've used each one of those shows. And you know why they did that? Is because of all this the shared production and the budget. They were able to use each one of those shows is able to produce a sick ass episode because they have that amount of budget within that show. Because if they were to try to do that individually, they wouldn't have enough budget to put that all on just one of the shows.
Right. Yeah. So this. I'm into that shit. I'm behind a decent amount because I'm still trying. Well, I laid off of that and started going towards the Defenders. So I think I am like almost through the Defenders part, and I know there's Jessica Jones season 2.
It's all right.
And Luke Cage season 2, right?
That hasn't come out yet.
That hasn't come out.
No.
So women. So. After the Defenders, it's just Jessica Jones?
Jessica Jones right now, yeah.
And Punisher.
Yeah, Punisher. That show is crazy.
Punisher?
Yeah, that is crazy.
Legit?
Yeah, that's legit. Watch Punisher.
All right. And,
watch Punisher. Jessica Jones, you can watch that.
Iron Fist was better than what people said it was.
It was all right. They try to paint it as super horrible, but it wasn't super horrible. But his choreography is bad. Like, he needs... that dude needs to go through more traditional... more traditional Chinese combat training to actually match his Danny Rand's fighting style, like that they showcase in the comic books. He needs to be able to show that and make it believable that this dude has been practicing those fighting styles with monks all that time. You know, make it super believable. You know, trust me, because if I can watch my son do a kata and kung fu and it's better than what I'm seeing on the TV show, and I'm supposed to believe that nigga's supposed to be Iron Fist, I'm like, come on now.
All right. How the fuck did we get on that guy?
He always end everywhere.
So, since we are on DC, Marvel, and of the such, we might as well go ahead and, once again, do you mind if we go over? I probably split this out into 2. We already... At the 120. That's
actually further than what we were before.
Yeah.
It's much further.
Yeah. We ain't even hit on all the shit. But I want to bring you on earlier, but the sound was not good, but I had to get you because a movie came out this past weekend, but we're going to talk about that after the movie a couple weeks ago, which was Avengers Infinity War. I'll tell you right now.
You weren't ready, were you?
In the first 15 minutes, I was like, this might be the best fucking movie ever. I was fucking geeked the fuck out.
You see him put hands on the Hulk?
Oh my fucking God.
When he put hands on the Hulk, it got real, didn't it? Yeah, a lot of people, they weren't expecting that. When Thanos put hands on the Hulk in the beginning, they weren't ready for that. Like, a lot of people didn't know what they were dealing with. That's what you're dealing with. Somebody really he enjoys fighting people like that.
Man, it was just fucking great. Just a lot of the humor, and I love Robert Downey as Iron Man.
Fucking perfect.
Just fucking perfect.
He's fucking perfect.
I fucking love that. He brings a lot of the comedy in. I like how the Spider-Man came in.
Doctor Strange was the one in that movie. He was dope too. Doctor Strange was dope.
I didn't like the Doctor Strange movie, and
what?
I didn't like it. I
loved it. Well, I keep up with Strange though, so I really liked that movie, and especially for what it was. It was supposed to be an introductory movie to him and show how he got into the mystic arts.
Yes,
and started doing all this stuff. Yep. They had already pointed him out. Like they just needed to showcase his backstory.
Right. Everybody has to have a backstory and all that stuff, because, as a matter of fact, and that's why these movies are fucking so good, because they give you a fucking real story of a person that is made up. You know, all these other fucking movies are going and
just dropping characters,
using ideas that's already been used. As a matter of fact, that Superfly movie that's coming out.
They were redoing it, right?
Yeah, redone. But honestly, you look at it and I have not seen the first Superfly, but they probably could have used the same concept and just named it something different, and it would have been just as good instead of having to tie it to the old Superfly.
Well, they did that with Shaft too. With what is it?
I didn't even watch that shit. Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't gonna watch.
It was actually pretty good. It was funny.
Man,
why you make me run it? Why you make me run? That shit was fucking hilarious.
All right, so tell me about Avengers.
I was expecting a lot of people to be mad about this movie, about the way things were going to end and all that stuff, the ending and all that.
Oh man,
because
I'm like, that's how it's going to end, because you know, when it gets a certain time, it's like, wait a minute. There's not enough time to resolve everything in this. I think my ticket said it was going to be like 2 hours and 6 minutes. It's at the 1:55 mark right now.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you this right now. I've read like all of the Infinity Gauntlet series, Infinity Watch, Thanos. What is it? Thanos Quest, all that stuff, and this movie was probably the best representation of all of that they could have done with the properties that they had at the time before they're trying to acquisition Fox right now. But that's something totally different. But for what they were doing and
I thought all the Marvel stuff was combined now.
No, they're still working. Comcast is actually trying to buy Fox from underneath Disney. They're trying to do a counter offer, and the only thing about that is that contractually Fox has to give Marvel back all those characters anyway if it was ever sold. So if they're ever sold, they have to give all those characters back to Marvel anyway. Okay. So no matter what, we're still getting all those characters. The thing is that the process is being slowed down because somebody else is putting their hands in the bucket now.
Okay, I thought I did a story with because this merger or whatever.
Yeah.
That all the Marvel shit was gonna be under one roof now.
There's so much going on because now UFC is leaving Fox and going to ESPN, and then WWE is now about to sign a $1.5 billion deal with Fox so that they could put their stuff on Fox now. What? So they won't be on USA anymore.
Yeah.
At least for SmackDown. SmackDown has been running on USA for the last year and a half now. So I mean like you're also talking about, if whatever company picks it up, Comcast or Disney, which Disney has stupid money, so I don't know what the fuck Comcast is doing besides driving the price tag up, they are going to be in control of some really serious shit, because whoever controls that is going to have control over basically the most highest grossing entertainment company right now, which is the WWE.
Right.
Nobody is outselling the WWE. I don't give a fuck what you're selling. Mayweather hasn't outsold the WWE.
Right.
Nobody.
He's even made appearances with that.
Yeah,
shit.
He's even made appearances on there.
Yeah.
Donald Trump has made appearances on there and was in a match.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you this right, and he got Stone Cold stunned. Ha! But nobody is outselling WWE. Nobody has better ratings than them. You could bring up anything that you want to, but that fake shit is what's beating everybody right now.
It's fucking crazy. I don't watch it, but
even the UFC pay-per-views have dropped, and WWE pay-per-views are still high. Right. Explain that to me. You know why? Because they actually give a fuck what the product that they're giving to their people is. Right. They're not giving a fuck about everything else that's going on outside of it. So there's that part of it, and they tend to steer away from a lot of the politically incorrect type stuff for the most part. Mm-hmm. Whereas unless they're like developing heels and stuff like that, and they're in different countries and things like that, they just use the entertainment value that they have with them. They just don't go overboard with it. So what I'm watching here is when I'm seeing the developments and all these storylines for what Marvel is doing and everything, they did it perfectly. Because for what they had at their disposal, they used it perfectly to tie it in as close to the Infinity Gauntlet story as they possibly could at the time. And they even tied in, like, the Black Order is originally from in the Infinity that came out in 2014 or 15, I can't believe that.
The Black Order is in Thanos' team?
Yeah, Thanos' team.
Right.
And those guys were no joke. The only thing that sucks about that is that they didn't really get too much development. But in the end, they didn't really need too much development anyway.
No.
They just needed to basically go in there and do their job and fucking fight off against the Avengers.
Because
and they did.
And being that this was Thanos' pretty much big introduction, everything needed to be centered around him and not his little lackeys anyway.
But the fight against Proxima with Okoye and Okoye, Black Widow, and Scarlet Witch, that was tight because they had to go up against her, and I thought that was pretty sick. The death scenes, a lot of people weren't ready for that, but like when you see it in the comic book when it happened, it was pretty much like that. Where everybody was still trying to assess what was going on. Like, all that, people were starting to disappear and everything. And prominent characters started disappearing out of the landscape. And we're also talking about, like, mutants and stuff that haven't had a presence in the Marvel Studios universe yet. We're talking about some of the X-Men were gone. Part of the Fantastic Four was gone. Some of the people that were actually there fighting Thanos were gone. Like it's just the way it all worked out. And I think it was done beautifully because we already knew that this movie was going to be a two-parter, which the next one is.
Well, I didn't really like when I took time to digest the end. I'm like, yeah, there's gonna, but I tend to just walk in shit with a clean slate, so as not to ruin my experience.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, like, even
like I walked in, I was like, oh, this is just the first two. Like, no, because then you're thinking, like, but then when it did end, I'm like, those motherfuckers know they want you fucking drooling. For that next movie because you have to see it. You seen this, you have to see how, because the good guys always win. That's what we've been taught. The good guys always win.
Not always.
I don't know how it's gonna happen because something's gonna happen.
Because I mean, even in the comic books, Thanos won, and what they didn't show you is to get to the point where he won the way he did. He not only had to fight all the Marvel superheroes, but he had to fight all the cosmic beings too. The In-Betweener, the One Above All, like all of them. He had to fight all of them with the Infinity Gauntlet, and then he enslaved them, and then was still able to do what he did to the universe. There's going to be some characters that you need to be paying attention to that are still alive in that universe right now that are going to make a big staple in what's going to happen in the second movie. We still need to figure out what's going to go on with Wasp and Ant-Man because they're completely absent from this film, which is noticeable, and so is Hawkeye. But Hawkeye is supposed to be coming back for the second film in his new outfit, which is his Ronin outfit. As far as Ant-Man and Wasp, I don't really know what's going to really happen with that, but I think one of them is going to go missing due to the Thanos insurrection that's been happening with the Gauntlet and everything, and then that's when he's going to come like, hey, what the fuck is going on? Or her.
Is that Ant-Man Wasp coming out this summer still?
That's still coming out this summer.
Okay, and then at the end,
Did you see at the end what that was?
I had to go on the internet and figure out what the fuck was that. Because I didn't recognize it, and then said Captain Marvel. And that's gonna come out early next year. Next year,
and Captain Marvel is a partial Kree human, with extreme superpowers. From what Kevin Fringe said, the guy who's the head of Marvel Studios, is that even though we saw what we saw from Thor, which right now he is probably the strongest Marvel superhero we have right now, even over the Hulk, for what he was able to do with his new hammer and his mastery of his powers in the last Thor movie, everything, where he doesn't need the hammer to actually use his powers now. Not only that, he still has his belt that he's still supposed to go get, that they have, that they were talking about in the Spider-Man Homecoming movie, which doubles his strength. But anyway, that was on the Spider-Man Homecoming movie. What is it? Happy had Thor's belt in the ship that Vulture was trying to steal all the stuff on.
Okay.
And nobody else really caught that. But that's his belt that he has in the old school comic books that he's wearing that boosts his powers, so that he could be able to channel his powers the way he does. But he's doing it on his own right now. So
right.
He's got Stormbringer, which is originally Beta Ray Bill's hammer, but he has Stormbringer right now. And Stormbringer is super crazy because he's able to open the Bifrost with that, and he can travel around and teleport now. So that's amazing. But Captain Marvel is supposed to be said to be the most powerful Marvel superhero that we're ever going to see thus far. And it's going to be like when she hits the screen, it's going to be for real. Like, we're going to see her go off.
Well, dude, I'm in so fucking far with this fucking shit. It's ridiculous because the way that movie just had you it was going constantly. If it didn't have you going constantly, it had you think like, oh. And if it didn't have you, it had the little fucking comedic times. Robert Downey Jr., fucking Drax, that motherfucker.
That fool eating the chips, talking about, like, have you been there the whole time? I've been here this whole time.
Yeah.
I'm invisible.
Yeah. So,
it's like, what the fuck?
Fucking great movie. It topped
everything.
1.85 billion worldwide. It ranks third.
No, it's at 2.1 right now.
Oh, I just came up with. It was ranked at third all time for worldwide. Worldwide after Force Awakens, which pisses me off. Fucking Star Wars.
I thought it just beat Force Awakens.
I'm going with the shit that
you pulled up.
Yeah, and it said like 9 hours ago.
Oh.
Force Awakens and Avatar. Then it's seventh on domestically against Force Awakens, Avatar, Black Panther, as of right now, Titanic, Jurassic World, and the first Avengers. So it's still behind that domestically, but it's only been out like 27, 28 days or something like that.
Yeah.
So it's gonna have time.
And it's murdering. It's literally murdering.
A fucking great movie.
In a weekend, they did more. They did more than Justice League did in its entire time out in the theaters.
And I didn't hate the Justice League.
It wasn't horrible.
The villain was just lame. He had nothing to him. It was just a monster doing monster shit.
Steppenwolf was pretty lame, man.
Yeah.
Like this, and he looked like PS3 level CGI almost.
Pretty. Looked like Groot.
It was a lot worse than that, but Groot actually looks like something. You know, like a lot of people didn't like the CGI in Avengers though too. They talked about Bruce Banner's head floating around inside of the Iron Man armor. And you know, I was like, we got what we're getting at, and that was at the highest level that they can afford to give us at that moment. You
realize everything had to be on a green screen because none of this shit is real. Wakanda ain't real, motherfucker. Outer space shit ain't real, motherfucker. What the fuck you expect? And I was so engulfed in this shit, and the motherfuckers who would say that is motherfuckers who just hating.
Oh, they
or
just
people who weren't really tied into the story and just going because they husbands or they friends said they should go and they just have time to be looking the Nick.
It's crazy.
Just being entertained.
You know what's crazy is that one of my friends, the guy that made me the meme of me as Thanos, he called me, and he's like, me and you go back and forth on like Marvel DC all the time, right? And I was like, yeah, we go back and forth on Marvel DC all the time, and all that. He goes, I just wanted to be real and upfront with you. He goes, this is probably the best comic book movie that I've ever seen
of all time.
Like, and I was
after Howard the Duck.
I was like, I told him, like, no, what the fuck?
That's just a joke.
I was like, dude, the build up for that movie alone, the 10-year build up, and people thought that it was going to be whack.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, because, and that's the thing. A buddy of mine, when I went to Preakness with, said, I haven't gone to see it yet, but I haven't seen all the other movies. But one of our other friends said I should just watch these 3 movies. I'm like, I really couldn't tell him shit. I'm like, if you ain't watched it, if you ain't watched all the other ones,
yeah, like
it's like
you're basically
do whatever you want because I ain't whatever.
You're gonna be lost through some of it.
So
like some of it, because they don't even explain to you who they are. They don't explain nothing. Nothing.
No,
like
you don't know nothing.
If you don't know nothing, because that movie was typically for people that have been paying attention.
Exactly,
to
that's what it was for.
The other movies.
That was what it was for.
They did that, and they did it well.
Did it very well,
especially after a lot of people complained about Age of Ultron, which I liked Age of Ultron, but I gave it like a 7.5 out of 10. Like it wasn't like the greatest one out of all the Marvel movies at all, not by any means.
No.
But it was still good.
Yes.
Like the only thing I really hated in that movie is that they killed off Quicksilver like in that movie, and I was like, motherfucker, dude! Like y'all didn't even give the nigga a chance. Like he's supposed to be like teaming up with his sister. They supposed to be Avengers, like all that, that, and you guys killed him off by bullets, nigga. Like Quicksilver getting caught by bullets. Like you guys really realize who Quicksilver is? Like what the fuck?
Speaking of getting killed off, I'll throw one of these stories in. Vern Troyer died April 21st.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. What is he, like 49?
He was 49, 2'8".
Damn. You know what kind of pussy that dude probably experienced in his life?
You always heard about him at the Playboy Mansion doing all kinds of things.
They probably fucked the shit out of that little dude just to say that they fucked the shit out of that little dude.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they did.
Nigga hitting him with Thor's hammer from between them legs.
To continue on with these movies, we gotta go ahead and talk about what was released this past weekend. You seen it, right?
I just watched it. Just watched it.
All right. I'm glad you did. I expect you to watch everything pretty much before the Thursday my show comes on.
You know, so I watched it right before you hit me up to come back on the show. That's some funny shit.
I was like, George felt that I watched it. It's time to talk about it.
That shit was pretty rough, man. It was pretty hilarious. A lot of people weren't aware that Deadpool was bi. Like, a lot of people didn't know that. Like he's bi. Get over it. There's also, so you're gonna hear him say some gay shit, and he at sometimes he's joking and sometimes he's not. What a lot of people are backlashing to is I don't know if we should do like a spoiler alert on this or anything.
Man, who gives a fuck?
Okay, well,
come on.
The death of some of the heroes in there, the way that it happens, like they just kind of like it was really quick. Like they were there, and
yes, it was. It,
and they used a prominent superhero from Marvel to do that, like Shatterstar. Shatterstar is
which one is Shatterstar?
Shatterstar was the dude with the swords that wore the all white.
Yes,
suit.
all right.
They did him dirty in that movie, but they did him dirty in a way that was like it was very jokingly, and we get it, but I don't think they really expected anybody to really use that character again.
Right.
Cable came out as really, really dope. Cable was amazing in that movie.
Yes.
He was fucking shit up.
Yes. Yes.
The surprise villain in that movie though had
Juggernaut.
Whoa, like you niggas fighting Juggernaut. Like,
what did you know prior to him actually being out who the big dude was?
I knew who Juggernaut was.
No, I'm talking about like when they were in the prison or whatever, and they were like the big dude. Here, big dude.
Oh,
did you know the big dude was Juggernaut?
I knew when they were talking about there was a mutant that was in a super guarded, protected like level where they were dampening his powers so he couldn't get through it. Like, and I knew that there was only one mutant that would be like. Technically, there's two, but like he wasn't in. They don't have the budget for him. They do have the budget for Juggernaut, and
Who's the other one?
It would be Magneto. Like you would have to keep him in a specialized cell. You wouldn't be able to. Like he would murder everybody in seconds. Right. Are you kidding me? Right. Like it would be bad. Like fuck
because the fucking iron in your blood.
He would fuck your life up. Dude.
That was the second.
Can you imagine your
the second one
exploding because he decided to explode the iron out of your fucking pupils?
Yeah.
Like just to be, he could just be rude. Like he would be if he wanted to. But anyway, I knew it was Juggernaut. I knew, especially when he did the do, and it was just like do. I was like, yeah.
See,
that's bad.
I'm not as engulfed in these comic books as you are. I pretty much only know the stuff that I've seen on cartoons and movies, TV shows, because I don't read comic books.
It was a fun film. It was fun. It was I want to watch it again so I can absorb some more of it, all over again. I want to be able to like call out movie lines in some of these movies because. There we go.
And we back. We back.
So like what I was saying, like I want to be able to absorb a little bit more of those movies where I can catch like small little details so that we can just like laugh at those. Because some of those lines and those jokes, like they were directed at some serious like fanfare, man. And I thought that was pretty cool. You know.
Yeah, and like I said, I ain't gonna get all of them. And some of the problem that I had with the first Deadpool we talked about is that some of the college humor, and some of the shit is funny, but too much of it, all right, I get it. But one of the things I did like,
Domino,
my lord, and she is in Atlanta with Childish Gambino. Damn. She is a gorgeous lady.
You know what's crazy is that Michael Bolin.
Yeah,
Thanos. He played fucking Thanos, and he plays fucking Cable in this. And that dude is making out like a fucking bandit right now.
Making out like a
bandit. That dude is gonna have some serious money by the end of this year, boy. Let me tell you. Like man, like he went from the Goonies to this, bro. Like
man,
like damn,
he is. Yeah, he's doing big things,
dude.
Man.
He was fucking people up in that movie. That's why I was like, Jesus Christ.
Like, for action wise, it was some nice action. I
liked the slapstick humor.
I liked it. Some of the jokes was cool. I dug some of that stuff. So overall, this was better to me than the first one.
Really? You think so?
For me, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
For me. The way they killed off the people quick, I kind of thought it was a joke on me. Because, the promo showed, they're getting this fucking people together. Like, okay,
yeah, it was a joke.
And then, like, they just were dead real quick. It was like, I fell for it. Like, you got me. Yeah. But Domino was still in it. I didn't see Domino on a motorcycle. And that's how her stunt double
died, yeah.
So I was wondering, I was trying to figure out where that happened, but I didn't see that. So I was checking out for that.
Yeah, that was that's pretty sad that happened.
Yeah, anytime that shit happens, it's pretty sad. So speaking of sad shit, Let's talk about some of the sad shit that has been going on in this world. Once again, this is a mad week with George I. Cortright and
Aaron Atkins.
So it's a mad week, and mad shit keeps happening. You know, mass shootings at Waffle House. This motherfucker went in and shot up 4 motherfuckers. He got arrested. This motherfucker got arrested. Not shot by the police, got arrested. And he's being held for 4 counts of criminal homicide. He used an AR-15. And it could have been more dead if it wasn't for a dude who actually went and wrestled the gun out of his hand when he was trying to reload.
Damn. So big ups to that dude.
Big ups to
that
dude.
It was the one black dude that basically nobody said shit to until like a week later. Trump didn't say shit to him or nothing. Didn't congratulate him. Like, didn't say thank you to nothing. Like, I get it. Like, of course, like all these conservatives are like, well, you don't really expect the president to, whatever.
No,
like if he's so quick to throw like, football players underneath the bus, he should be speaking out about
for everything that he did.
Oh my God, or everything he didn't do. Right. But he couldn't take the time out to actually speak to this gentleman that basically manned up and fought a gun away from a guy who was basically there with the intent to just murder people. Yeah, he didn't have any other intent other than that.
He could have wiped out pretty much everybody. So that man needs some kind of recognition, because it's fucking ridiculous out here. So ridiculous that last week, Santa Fe shooting on Friday, a 17-year-old armed with a shotgun and pistol shot up Santa Fe High School near Houston. Yep. 8 students and 2 teachers killed, wounded 10, maybe more others. Once again, the boy was arrested, not shot at gunpoint by the police like they're doing people of color with cell phones in their fucking hands.
Well, people are going to defend that all they want. People are going to defend like little boys getting shot up by cops rolling up on them in the park and all that other shit. Like this is the reason why I took Facebook off my phone. This is the reason why I just been kind of staying away from it, because I just get tired of like reading all that shit,
reading all the negativity, and that's one reason I do this. I know there's a lot of negativity, but it's a mad week. I need to fucking talk about it. Need to get it off my chest. Need to just figure out what the fuck is going on with this world. Where do I fit in, and what the fuck am I gonna do to keep me and my surroundings just sane and in the fucking clear? Because as a fucking black man walking out of the fucking house, seems like I can get shot by the good guys and the bad guys. So what the fuck?
Yeah. Man, like I mean, you can get pulled over, and the first thing that they do as they're walking up to your window, and I get it, they're trying to be safe and everything, is their hand is right on their gun, dude. Like unlatched, all that, and they expect you to be able to comply with them, and also keep yourself composed in a situation where somebody else has power over you. They have a weapon, like if that dude decided to just blow my brains out right there, I can like twitch my finger. And if that dude decided to just blow my brains out, there's going to be people out there just going to justify it. It started recording.
We're gonna finish this out. We're having more technical difficulties. It just ain't. It's not only a mad week, a mad situation. I don't fucking know. Right. But anyways, motherfuckers killing each other. It ain't cool.
Yeah,
we need to fucking stop this shit.
Like everything, hood everywhere. Like, please stop.
Yeah, black on black, black on white, white on black. Everybody needs to just fucking love one another.
Smoke some weed. I'm telling you, it'll work.
Hey, it's about to become legal across Canada this summer. By the end of the summer, weed's gonna be legal all through Canada. So, United States, we need to fucking catch up. Why? And everybody's fucking having a problem talking about there's not enough money going around. There's that red for ed, teachers going on strike and shit in Phoenix.
If we were selling weed here legally, there would be none of that issue right now.
but people are hesitant. You know, I actually, because of the last election, seeing how people did not vote to get it legalized in Arizona, I signed myself up to become a registered voter because I actually believe in that voting system instead of the fucking United States voting system, because any fucking system where a person can get 1 million more votes than the other person and still lose is not the fucking system I'm gonna fucking back. But locally, each and every vote does count.
Yeah.
So therefore I will start doing that. And this is me growing as a fucking person.
Yeah.
So
that's cool, man, because at first you didn't, like, when we first talked about it, you didn't really want to buy into the whole thing about voting in the first place at all.
Right.
Yeah, so, like, I get it.
But when it comes to the presidency, no, it is stupid. But anyways, I know our energy was a little off on this one because this was our second go-round, but
makes us tired.
Yeah. We're going to have them back, have a major show, and we're going to have some big things coming. Please follow me. Please follow me on YouTube, MADGIC Entertainment. Follow my Instagram, Mad Week.
Follow my Instagram as AQA, the new type. And you can find me on Twitter at AQA540.
Dude, we're going to do some big things. If I can get all this shit working properly, consistently. Thank you for being with me. Sorry it's been so long.
It's all good.
Dude, let's do this. We out.
Yeah, Wakanda forever. Oh.